Hello and welcome to the Elite Sports Institute Orientation. I am recording this. If you are watching this, that means that you will not have to go to the orientation on August 14th. This will take its place. You will still need to pick up the Chromebook and everything, but if you would prefer not to sit into the gym and listen to the orientation, you do not have to. So let's get started. Thanks for joining. First of all, our mission statement, we want to help students develop the skills, character, and discipline necessary for modern day student athlete. That's what we want to do at this school. Our vision is to prepare student athletes for what is required at universities throughout the country. So we want to emphasize commitment, discipline, and character building in our program. The goal of our program is to guide these students and give them the tools to attain scholarships to go to play at the universities and go to college. That's our goal of the ESI, is to put them on the right track to get to that goal of theirs. A quick review, our school is a charter school and we are a program within a charter school. So SEO is the overarching charter school. It is a free public charter school and it's a non-classroom based, meaning we collect attendance based off student work samples. Not off the student physically being in the seat. That is what gives us this flexibility to create these schedules. Being enrolled in a charter school is always optional by law on your behalf. So you can come into the program, no questions asked, and into SEO at least, and you can leave. We obviously hope that you stay and enjoy it, but you guys do have the option to leave and go back to your school of residence at any choice as well. The reason we stress it as a program within a school is because we do stress that ESI is a privilege. So although there will always be a space and we'll welcome your student at SEO, the Elite Sports Institute is a program that is a privilege, which is why we held tryouts and why we kind of do some screening. Throughout the school year, we will be implementing positive behavior intervention systems and supports. The way we do this is we use baller dollars. If we see a student doing good things, we give them a baller dollar. They can then take those baller dollars and they can buy snacks, gift cards, pizza parties, and all kinds of things through our baller dollar store. So this is a way we encourage positive behavior and do that positive reinforcement. Kind of leading into unacceptable behavior. Like I said, ESI is a privilege. So there are a handful of things that would automatically lead to dismissal from ESI. A fist fight would do that. Unfortunately, we've had to dismiss a couple kids early on in the year throughout the past few years because of fighting. They let their anger get the best of them and they broke into a fist fight, and that is absolutely not allowed. That is a one-time you're out policy. Other things that would automatically lead to dismissal are if they brought drug paraphernalia or alcohol onto campus, or if they brought a dangerous weapon of any kind on campus. Those main things will get the student kicked out. Other things, we know students are in middle school. There's gonna be, unfortunately, some bullying, and we will do our best to work with students and to ensure that everyone feels safe. However, if there is continuous bullying or repetitive behavior, that could also lead to dismissal. Or if they are continuously interrupting the class, and we will obviously sit down, we'll pull in parents, we'll have discussions, we'll do what we can to support and teach the correct behavior. But if it's a continued pattern, it will lead to dismissal of the program too. Failing is not an option at ESI. Our vision, like I said, is to develop students that are ready to go into college, and if they want to go to college, they need grades. So we're trying to instill in them habits so they can succeed past high school and go and play soccer in college and get a scholarship for it. But two, since we are looked at as a non-classroom based charter school and alternative education by California, we are not allowed to keep students if they are not maintaining satisfactory progress. So in order to ensure that they are maintaining satisfactory progress, we will do grade checks every 2 weeks. Students need to maintain at least a C- in all their core classes. If they fall below a C- into a D or an F, we will do a grade check. We will pull them out of training for that 1 week or until they can get that grade up to a passing level besides a C-. This is a way that we can encourage kids and kind of continue to support them and ensure that they are allowed to stay into ESI by maintaining grades. Because if they do fall below that, unfortunately, it's out of our hands. California mandates that we cannot keep kids if they're not making academic progress. So again, grade checks every 2 weeks. If they fall below a C-, then they will get pulled out for support. Instead of training, they'll be with the teacher getting that support in that specific subject. To kind of go through that process, this is a chart we created. The first time they get pulled out, we'll just have a conference with the student. We'll talk to them, say, hey, what's going on? We will also withhold them from training. They will in that lessons, they will get intervention lessons within that. If it happens 2 times, we will call home. We will let parents know and make them aware. If they were to get pulled from training a 3rd time, we would call a meeting with the parents and we would have an SST to put them on an academic contract and academic support plan. So that is kind of laid out the best we could with the steps we'll take for our multi-tiered systems of support in supporting students academically. Training. Obviously, we assume that every student here loves to play soccer, or loves to play their sport, and they look forward to training. So we do ask that if they do need to sit out because of whatever the reason, they are injured, they had a heavy tournament over the weekend and you want them to rest, that's no problem at all. We don't need a doctor's note. We just need to hear from parents. We need a parent to either bring in, give to their student a written note saying they're excused, or to have you text myself or Jerry Martinez, the coach, so we know that they are able to sit out. What we are trying to avoid is students choosing to sit out themselves just because they don't feel like training. If a student does continually sit out and we cannot verify from parents that they are, then it can lead to dismissal from the program because that's the whole reason this program exists. It is to help them develop both academically and athletically in their sport. So again, no proof is needed, no doctor's note, just simply please reach out and keep us informed. This is an example schedule of what your student's schedule might look like. This is not finalized, but as you see, they will train for an hour and a half. They will have a nutrition or breakfast. They will also have a lunch, and they will have their 4 core periods. Drop off and pick up. As you're dropping off, you're actually going to go through campus on the left-hand side. If you're facing the school, I drew a map here. You drive up all the way around the campus, and up there in the top right part, next to the gym, I circled the area. You'll drop off right there at the entrance to the gym. You can drop off as early as 7:15. I will always be here and gates unlocked and the gym open at 7:15. Pickup is a little different. The gates will be closed, so do not try to drive around. Simply drive and you can go through the driveway at the front of the school and we will send the students out to you at 2:15. So the gates will be closed, so do not try to drive back at the end of the day. We ask that you just stay in the front of the campus and we'll send the kids out at 2:15. ESI gear. We will give you at orientation on the 14th. So if you are listening to this, I do encourage you to show up on the 14th. Don't sit in the gym for the entire thing if you don't want to, but pick up your gear in your Chromebook and the student's ID card. Please bring the students with you because we need to take a picture for their ID card. So gear, every student will receive 2 free training shirts. Coach Jerry requests that they try to wear those training shirts as much as possible during the week to make the session look a little more professional. If you did want to order more shirts, I did put a link in the Google form attached to this, so you will be able to click on that and buy gear. we're gonna give all families till August 30th to order. If you miss that August 30th deadline, you can still order more gear, but you're gonna have to order a minimum of 6 items for them to be able to ship it. Students do not need to wear training shirts to school. They can bring a different shirt. So we'll kind of go into dress code next. Most, I will say 98% of our students continue to just wear their training gear throughout the whole day, and that is perfectly fine. If they did want to change into a clean shirt, they're more than welcome to. We just ask that it's school appropriate. Try to refrain from wearing spandex shorts or form-fitting leggings only. Try to have shorts over that if possible. If students want to dress into jeans, we just ask that it's appropriate clothing of jeans or khakis. And we suggest like a polo t-shirt that they can wear. That'd be fine too. Again, you do not need to wear ESI specific clothing. It can be for anything, any athletic gear is fine, or any appropriate shirt is fine. We just ask that there's no PJs worn to school. So refrain from wearing PJs and pajamas. Crocs, slides, I know those are not allowed at other schools, but those are fine here. So the students are welcome to wear those. Teacher Google Meet information. So if your student needs extra support in class, there's 2 ways to get this. One is tutoring. All teachers will have tutoring hours throughout the week. Depends on what works for their personal schedules. But at the start of the year, they will give those to me and we will post them. So you'll know which teachers stay when, on what days to get tutoring. Another way they can get extra support is on Fridays. They do work from home. They will not come in on school. But all of our teachers will have an hour office period where an office hour where students can jump into their Zoom or Google Meets code and they can get a little extra support one-on-one or in a small group setting. Those Google Meets codes will be posted at the beginning of the year as well. We do ask that all students have this list of supplies for the first day of school. If you want to pause the video and read this over, write it down, please try to go through and have this all for the first day of school. These utensils and everything are going to be utilized in their binder and kept pretty much every day in class with them. So please pick up these supplies. Lunch and nutrition. I have a lot of questions throughout the school year of how can they tell what the school is serving. You can always go and check on the website. If you go to the Pomona Unified's website, it's called Proud to Be PUSD is their URL. And just simply click on the parents tab in there. And then if you scroll down, there's a lunch menus option and it'll tell you, I think 2 weeks in advance, exactly what's being served. So you can kind of check and see if you want to pack lunch for your students or not. Parents dropping off lunch. We do have a no Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever policy. We don't want strangers walking on a campus. So we'd ask that no one ever, even if it is ordered by parents, please do not have them have Uber Eats or DoorDash delivered to school. However, if the parent or a loved one wants to drop off food for their kid on their birthday or bring in cupcakes or whatever it is, if you guys want to bring that in, obviously you're more than welcome to come to campus and drop it off. If you want to hand it specifically to the student, when you get to the front office, we can call the student for you and you can give it to them there. So you're more than welcome to bring, loved ones are more than welcome to bring food, just please refrain from Uber Eats and DoorDash. Remind, this is one of the most important slides. This is how we communicate. So in order to join Remind, you'll be on a group message wide for the whole school. This is the main way we communicate. So please right now, text the number 81010. And in that, the message of that will be at ESIPA. Please send that. It'll notify me. I will accept you. And then this is the main way we communicate. So if we have a half day or practice is canceled because of the rain, so we're sending out a message for you to bring indoor shoes or parent teacher conference, whatever the message we need to get across is, this is our main way of communication. So please sign up for that so you do not miss out. Contacts, if you do my phone number, that is my work cell phone right there. My name is Eric Negron. I'm the program administrator. For high school students, the Mr. Bustos, he can also help out with middle school, but he's focusing more on high school this year. But there's his number as well. And finally, our head soccer trainer, Jerry Martinez, that's his number. So feel free to pause the video and write those numbers down and reach out to us if you have questions. Finally, our staff really does like to go out and support our students when can. So if you're able to, and you have a schedule, a copy of their schedule for their club games coming up, and the students would like the teachers to come out and see, I encourage you to have the students give the teachers their schedule, because we do like to come out and support on the weekends and tournaments and when we can. A lot of our staff has games themselves, so they might be or have kids in club games on the weekends as well, so they might be able to stop by, and we would love to support. That's it. So thank you very much for watching this. If you have any questions, my number is on there, so please feel free to reach out. You're more than welcome to still come to the orientation on the 14th. We'll go a little bit more over stuff in detail, and I'll have a questions section 2 where I'll open up to any questions. So feel free to come out on the 14th. But you don't need to. Once you fill out the Google form after watching this video, it'll log that you did it and you are good to go. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this.